Oh, Lord. See, did it again when she put that something on me. Well, I me say, what kind of love make that night most like a party? I did juicy food, make me want to reach your God. Yeah. Hello. So back in the day, pass, give me the bubble up your head. I think it's crazy. How we link and we never link again. You hook me. Got me locked down, me feel like me there in prison. See, did it again and she put that something on me. Yeah. I said, what kind of love? You look beautiful, baby. I did juicy food, make me want to raise you.
Where I'm from, when it come to Carnival vibe. Where I'm from, the whole country just come alive. Where I'm from, it is total paradise. When we start to wine and walk up everything, mash up, we beat it up like percussion on the road. Beat it up like you're beating your home drum. Baby flag represent where you come from. Beat it up like you're beating your home drum. Show the world you're proud of the Caribbean. Beat it up like you're beating your home drum. Baby flag represent where you come from. Beat it up like you're beating your home drum. Show the world that you're proud.
Yo, Jesse, ready again.
Yo, Tubba, Stickle, let's do this.
One bang the sugar, big bang the sugar now.
Hands up.
One bang the sugar,
Tell you that
big bang the sugar now. One bang the sugar, big bang the sugar.
Don't stop.
One bang the sugar.
tell you that we want it back.
Girl, I feel like the victim. Got me caught up all in your system. Night and day, yeah. You got me asking for a bit more. I got the hammer, girl, you can call me Thor. Night and day, yeah. You can be me Wonder Woman. Bring the rope and give all instructions. Tell them you can be Wonder Woman and give me all instructions. I got the hammer for the program. Night and day, night and day.
Lucky you. If you get free, walk up all night long. Until the morning come, keep me cup load up. I drink it till it done, live for jump so hard. I miss the bacchanal, and you better know your place in the road is my address, alright. Lord, I miss the carnival.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to night 2 of the St. Nevis Anguilla National Bank Calypso Elimination Part 2. It's also powered by The Cable. I'm yours truly, Sinclair, also known as GQ, and that's spelled GCUE, as you can see. And alongside me, I should say, is the man himself, Abenati. We're going to be here tonight giving you commentary for the Calypso show, so you'll be seeing us and hearing us in between the performances. Tonight, I would like to acknowledge our MC, which is Chris Moonlight, also known as Mighty Short Pants. We also have your auditor, which is Maitland and Maitland, and we'll be doing a few interviews tonight, not a couple, a few. We have Lady Carence going to be passing through. King Hollywood will be passing through, and Lady Gem will also be passing through. But before we go too far, though, I want to make sure you understand the criteria and the order of appearance. I'm going to let my buddy, the man himself, Abenati, fill you in with that.
Yes, good evening, Juku, and it's good to be back here, night 2 of the eliminations. So this evening we have 10 Calypsonians that are going to be vying for a spot in the Senior Calypso Finals of December the 30th, I think the show is. December the 30th. And so we have, first on stage, we have King Irvin. Second on stage, we have Lady Carens. Third on stage, King Hollywood, followed by Lady Gem. Queen Kibi. Lord Payne will be sixth on stage. Seventh will be Paula. Eighth, Lala. 9, Alumunu. And bringing up the rear, the King Astro.
All right, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to make sure you guys understand what we were going to be dealing with tonight in terms of the criteria, in terms of who the judges are, but we have to start the show. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take you on stage as we get the national anthem.
There is no better time to discover what your National Bank Visa debit card can do. It can get you out of a pickle. Using my National Bank Visa card is fast, secure, and convenient.
Cashless SKN is our new lifestyle choice. National Bank, always here.
It's the ZIZ mobile app, the newest way to get the latest on what's happening locally, regionally, and internationally. Say goodbye to newspaper clutter and hello to updated classifieds on our radio market. Whether you're streaming your favorite local TV or radio shows or catching up on memorable moments in sports and entertainment, the ZIZ mobile app offers this and so much more. Always on the go? Get the ZIZ mobile app today. Visit the App Store on your smartphone or tablet and search for ZIZ News to download the app free of cost. ZIZ Online, reaching you wherever you are.
There is an entrepreneur in all of us. They are the risk takers, the record breakers, the difference makers. Entrepreneurs are the ones who fuel our economy. They fuel job growth. They fuel technology, making St. Kitts and Nevis a much better place. And we have been there every step of the way, providing small business and personal development loans tailored to your significant needs. The Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis, making a sustained positive difference in your life.
Hey man, welcome back, welcome back. Now, before we went on the stage for the national anthem, I was talking to you about the criteria. So let's continue there, so at least people who are viewing and listening can make notes and get themselves prepared for tonight.
Okay, so GQ, our judging criteria for this evening is the same as last evening. They have lyrics, and 40 points have been awarded to lyrics. Music, 30 points. Performance, 25 points, giving a grand total of 95. And just like last night, we gave our listening and viewing audience an indication as to why we are using 95 points instead of 100. Because we are not allowing any props on stage, 5 points would have been allocated to the use of props, and so we are not having any props. Hence the reason why those 5 points have been eliminated and why the total would be on 95 points. And speaking of the judging criteria, I think that we should let our viewing and listening audience know who the judges for this evening are.
All right, so we have Warren Movin, who will be judging tonight. We also have Randy Taylor, he's one of the judges. Jervin Swanston is another judge. Trevor Woodley, Shanwa Broadbelt, Mr. Taylor, and Philip Brown. I must apologize to him last night. We turned him into a Frenchman. I know our capital represents the French per se, but Mr. Philip is not Felipe, it's Philip, Mr. Brown. So good evening to you, and he's judging again this evening.
And so the judges from this evening are the same, or the judges that are adjudicating the contest this evening are the same judges from last evening. So they will just continue where they left off last evening.
Which makes sense.
And this evening they'll be using, again, in terms of selecting the 7 finalists that will be going up against...
7 or 8?
7 finalists would be selected to go up against the reigning monarch, Queen G.
Okay.
Right, so they'll be looking for 7 from the eliminations, and they'll be using the high-low system, where the highest and the lowest points of each judge will be discarded.
Yes.
And then you'll have a cumulative of the remaining scores from the remaining 5 judges.
Indeed. All right, so we've let the people know about the criteria. We let them know about the judges, who the judges are. Are we ready for the first performance?
Well,
I think we are.
Let's
take it to the stage. And let's introduce Chris Moonlight, Mighty Short Pants.
Welcome to Part 2 Elimination 2021 for Sugar Mass 50. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now pause for a minute of silence for Elia. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome again. My name is Chris Moonlight Roberts, a.k.a. Short Pants. I'm your MC for this evening, Elimination Part 2. First, I want to say thank you to the Calypso chair and the chair lady of Carnival for having me back here this evening. I want to say thank you also to the management and staff of Cal Batik for suiting me out this evening. Nicely dressed. I want a round of applause here. Class is class. Makeup in last. And tonight I decided to turn it down a bit because church in the morning. So I wear my good batik outfit. And I want to say a big thank you to those folks at Cal Batik who make sure that I'm well dressed this evening. Because I don't have much clothes. You know, I normally buy jungle sale. So, good clothes tonight. Anybody want them after, check me backstage. Depends on how you look, you get the price. If you ain't look good, the price is up. Please, no fat people come look for me clothes. They're not for you. You're not going to bust out the threading. But ladies and gentlemen, we have 10 Calypsonians this evening. And the order of them, King Irvin, Lady Carmen, King Hollywood, Lady Gem, Queen Kibi, Lord Payne, Pahula, Lala, Alawunu, and King Astro. That's the order this evening. We're going to keep things rolling. And as you realize, we have a little early start, and we hope to be out of here by 7:45. We are not making any joke this evening. It seems like we have a hurricane up here, named Hurricane Wingrove, that just blew down Shabba thing. You know, Shabba lights, a thing just drop on the ground. And everybody see it. Shabba was just exposed. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say good night to all those people who viewing at home and abroad. I want to say thank you to all those people who meet me all day and congratulate me for that bull suit last night. I had to go to the emergency at JNF after I left here to get my neck in a brace so I can come back tonight. That piece of thing, not easy. Heavy. And the doctor ain't tell me what he tell cut. He tell me I could go back. Because the doctor tell cut something else. And when I introduced cut last year, everybody look on the screen and cut ain't sharp. I don't know what happened to him. But the doctor tell me, go back tonight, short pants. Do you think so? I dress in a short pants. I have on some cologne. The cologne only costs $2. They're itching my skin right now, but I'm going to live with it so long. Cameraman, you keep following me. I look too good, you know. These clothes ain't easy, you know. Anyhow, they give me final night, you wait for them clothes. It's going to be trouble. We have our all-star band this evening. Put your hands together for our all-star band. And our 2 backup singers. They dress in white tonight. I don't know what's the occasion, but Shabba White look kind of dingy. Shabba need to wash it white with some blue soap. And a little blue. And put them out on 2 stones to bleach. Because I can't tell if Shabba have on a white shirt, a brown shirt, or a yellow shirt. Shabba, you gotta be washing your white with some other color. You need to wash your white by yourself. So with the lady from Challengers who deal with you, just wash your clothes. Miss? Okay. You say behave yourself, and if you don't behave, you won't get the final night. So why should you behave? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just making sure everything is in order. Mr. Hanley just arrived from the Flamboyant home in Nevis. So he's very late. The boat bring him down. And you know, Hanley lived there because of his age. He's 85 and he's still blowing. So we're just waiting for Hanley to set up, to get on 2 more his eyes. And Hanley is a retiree, making a lot of money, but he lives in the home in Nevis. His children then put him there because he wouldn't put a name on the house of the pastor. I don't really want to chat the body business tonight, yeah. But I met a fella in town today and he told me I must chat something that Wingo didn't pay him. Stickles. Stickles said, I must tell Wingo to bring him money, please. That's why he gone with new vibes. Stickles tell me, so down Port Zante today in Rogers liquor store. If a liar lie from what he tell me, and they like say I like chat, is what people tell me, you know. Wait, Wingo, Stickles chat you today. And Stickles say you ain't on a train and you're making the most money in the band. Wingo, that announcement going to be very short. I have it here. Leave to mourn a lot of fellas in Grandmasters and nobody else. Waiting up PZZ for that. That they're free. Because you can't even say and Grandmasters, that's $2. Leave that out, just say Wingo dead. And Wingo coffin going to be very light, so we're going to pack some instrument in there to make sure it's heavy. So when them fellas walk with it, they're straining it. You want to know if Wingo really in this instrument for Grandmasters he going with. So y'all be careful. Wingo been wearing the same thing for the last 46 years. 110, 110, 110. Even when Wingo belly full, he look the same. Huh? What? Eh? What? Eh? What you say? Okay. No hables español, si señorita, ven acá. Me no understand you. Me live Newtown. Me come into the shoot. Me got a passport mark, St. Christopher Neves. Where you come from? Hanley, you ready? Hanley just greasy mouth. Hanley, your mouth grease? Okay. Wow. Hanley look like he good for Pond Road. Bandman, are you ready? Are you ready to go band leader? Huh? Wait, I come from a special school number, go ahead. Tell me what I must do. Wingo say, go ahead. You think you're talking to Smiley, who went special ed on the Royal Bank bus? You're talking to a sensible young man that moonlight are bringing this world. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the first Calypsonian in Elimination Part 2. The judges are ready, the production crew are ready, and the all-star band are ready. And the MC is ready. And the first Calypsonian backstage is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome on stage King Irvin. And the name of his song, Hold On, My People.
system was so diversified to save ourselves. And stop playing the blame game. Every nation feeling the strain. We have to become self-sufficient. Hold on, my people. Hold on. Together united we will survive. Through drought, hurricane or pandemic, stay on board, never panic. For the storm must pass. Yes, the storm must pass. Diversity for economy to find financial stability. Adversity at last, and the ship of state will sail into harbor. At last, at last. We have to take a stand on crime in these times when cash and jobs are real tight. And paying young men to behave is not an option that can save us this fight. We treasure, we can't take the pressure. Let them build up agriculture. Leave charity for the down and out. Plenty room for entrepreneurs to bring new business to our shores. Show the world we know what we are about. Hold on, my people. Hold on. Together united we will survive. No drought, hurricane or pandemic. Stay on board, never panic. For the storm must pass. Yes, the storm must pass. Diversity or economy will find financial stability. Adversity can last, and the ship of state will sail into harbor. At last, at last. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was the King Irvin. Hold on, my people. Let me hear you one more time for King Irvin.
At last, boy, I was looking at the captain on the ship, and the captain of the ship was taking everyone on a cruise and telling them to hold on, don't worry, don't panic. I'm in control, and I'm gonna take you where you gotta go.
He's a tie on stage.
Yeah.
A sailor. He wore a tie with the colors of our national flag. And this song, just as some of the songs last evening, spoke to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Irvin, the captain of the ship, is in his song is encouraging the citizens to hold on and to be patient as this pandemic too will pass. He actually had a line, adversity can't last. And he said, and the ship of state would sail into harbor, safe at last, giving us some hope that there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
There is hope
I hope there's hope for him tonight to go through to the finals.
We hope that he would find favor with the 7 judges and that he'll be given a safe passage into the harbor of the senior Calypso final.
Well, I
Right here at Carnival.
about that's where we're broadcasting from, just in case you didn't know. We are here at Carnival Village for the night of elimination number 2. Okay, so we're here at night 2 of the eliminations. Yes, we do apologize about the interruption there a while ago. But as we were saying, King Irvin taking us through the storm and let you guys know where we are. We are at Warner Park, Carnival Village. I know last night a few people were asking about that, and we did not mention that. I do apologize, but that's where we are. We are at Carnival Village. And if you're wondering where we are in particular, boy, I'm telling you, I'm learning more about Carnival Village. There are a lot of compartments here, a lot of compartments, and we are in one of them doing our broadcast. Talking about broadcast, let's take the time out to go through the judges for those who missed who the judges are. I mean, I know we announced who the judges are, but in terms of who they are, per se, in terms of a little bit about them. So let's touch base on Warren Movement. I know last night you highlighted a bit about him. Can you do so again this evening for the people?
Okay, so Warren Moving is a past cultural junior Calypso monarch. He's a soloist, and over the past 25 years, he has been singing predominantly gospel music. As a matter of fact, Warren is on the vestry of the St. George and St. John Anglican Church in Nevis. So he's a church boy. So I hope that tomorrow, GQ, when he goes to church, he's not chastised by his pastor.
Before we go on to the next judge, right? But you sound like you're a part of the congregation, how you spoke about it.
Yes,
him,
yes,
I should say.
yes.
But anyway, we're going to go live to the park right now for Lady Karen's.
Assaulting each other publicly, tone down the anger, step back from the rancor. The way you sound on the media is like you come out to war, spreading hatred amongst each other. We must do better, tone down the anger, watch your blood pressure. From SP, where the best be, Lady Karen in the house. Sweet Calypso. We are quick to declare for everyone out there how we live in love and tranquility here. It's like we take this peace for granted, but you'll be amazed. Just in the wrong spot to set the whole place ablaze. Yes, we all are patriots. I love the place to our heart, but be mindful of agendas to break apart. Tone down the anger, step back from the rancor. Where you saw that they do not end. An ounce of prevention is all I'm asking for. There's a time and place for everything. So when our children are listening, watch what you're saying and don't dull the anger. Step back from the rancor. Where you sound on the media, it's like you come out to war. Spreading hatred amongst each other, we must do better. Tone down the anger. Watch your blood pressure. Remember, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Calypso. Some are quick to criticize the little that we've got, judging by our size. They think we don't have a lot, but I know little is much when God is in it, and we need on hands and deck to help steer the ship. We must learn how to engage in civil discourse and avoid the rage, or all will be lost. Don't dull the anger. Step back from the rancor. The way you sound on the media is like you come out to war. Spreading hatred amongst each other, we must do better. Don't dull the anger. Watch your blood pressure. Gimme, 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 gimme. Calypso. Thank you.
Friends doing tone down, tone it down. Before I let you jump in and highlight a bit about her performance, let me once again acknowledge your title sponsor for this evening, St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank, always here for you, and powered by the cable. And remember, National Bank is cashless, SKN. Also, Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis, ZLIZ Broadcasting Corporation, The Cable, Carib Brewery, St. Kitts Limited, or should I say St. Kitts and Nevis Limited, National Caribbean Insurance Co. Limited, St. Kitts Marriott, Royal St. Kitts Hotel, or should I say Next Generation Medical Laboratory. Those are our sponsors for this evening. And remember, for Sugar Mass 50, use your National Bank debit credit card, or should I say debit card, not credit card, debit card instead of cash. Abanati, I see you taking notes. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, Lady Karen, powerful rendition in my opinion. Tone Down was the name of the song, and in that song she was asking persons to, tone down the anger. Watch your blood pressure, because there are some persons, they get in a rage, they get angry, and
it's over nothing.
Their blood pressure goes up. Next thing you hear that they are at Springfield.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
and so watch your behavior, especially in front of when you're in the company of the younger ones. Be a role model. Set some example for them.
Yes.
So it's a song that is very timely, especially in our present day. Very, very, very timely. And she went on to say, learn how to engage in civil discourse. So she's really giving some sound words of advice to us, the elders.
Yes.
To be more civil.
Yes.
To tone it down.
Yes.
And to be proper role models for the younger ones that are often in our company.
Let me take this moment to highlight the All-Star Band. They have been doing a great job over the whole entire series, despite, let's leave that alone. We have Wingrove Hicks on trumpet, We have Nigel Williams, trumpet. Larry also doing trumpet. Aaron Roberts doing trombone. Alex Condell on the saxophone. David Henley doing, well, he's on the saxophone as well. We also have Curtly Hodge on the guitar and Roland Abel bass and rhythm. What we're going to do right now, though, we're going to go to the stage and get ready for our next performer. We have, out of Queen City, Nevis, the man himself, King Hollywood.
On behalf of King Hollywood, fans far and near, they want me to give a vote of thanks for the 50th year. I did promise them me not come back here in this bias thing. Then I remember I won the junior, but never the senior king. On this path, heading for my goal, I salute those who played a role to ensure our festivity could now celebrate a half century. Thank you, all them Mako Jumbies. Thank you, clowns, bull, masquerade, and mummies. Thank you, chaperons, and all them judges. Volunteered but get tongue lashes. I salute you for laying your part, your contribution meant broken hearts. As we celebrate this jubilee, bring your glass, bring your cup and celebrate with me, man. 50 years, whoa, 50 years. We jumping up, 50 years. Ha, 50 years. We winding up, 50 years. Every December to January, creativity and rivalry, pussy economy, free therapy, believe me, it's fun, vibes and energy. Down the road, down the road. On behalf of St. Kitts Nevis, pages of history, we can boast and brag, we can wave a flag, we did it collectively. Our musicians and calypsonians are second to none. The organizers, the revelers, vendors and street cleaners, every troop, every designer, every DJ, every promoter, those who protect and serve recognition, they all deserve. Elimat and DG, Ibras, Otto, yes, and Grandad, New Vice Marlocks and Grandmasters, and our two Grandmasters. I salute you for playing your part. Your contribution meant broken hearts. As we celebrate this golden jubilee, bring your glass, bring your flag, and celebrate with me, man. 50 years, whoa, 50 years. We jumping up, 50 years, huh. 50 years. We winding up, 50 years, yeah. It's fun, vibes, and energy. Creativity and rivalry, free economy, economy. Believe me, rich to pay homage to those who lead and step. L.J. Jenkins and the great child, Marcel Henderson. St. Paul Southwell, the pioneer to this legislation. Shannon Harley and her team, the government behind the scene, the task force to grant permission to celebrate this golden occasion. We got Eston parading, tractor drivers and jewelry money. Bigging up all them sponsors, said and others. I salute you for playing your part, your contribution, men broken hearts. As we celebrate this golden jubilee, I wish Sugar Mass another 50 more. 50 years, 50 years. We jumping up. 50 years. Yeah. We walking up. 50 years. Ah. 50 years. It's fun, vibes, and energy. 50 years. Creativity and rivalry. Believe me, I'm so happy. Oh yeah, it's fun, vibes, and energy. Love you. See you final night. Trouble. Sweet music. Hi, 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 hi.
Night, GQ. Hollywood is telling all and sundry that he's going to be back here at Carnival City come December the 30th, the night of the Calypso finals for Sugar Man 50.
I see you.
Your thoughts?
I see your division pride kick in one time, boy. You did not even let me introduce the program. Well, I must say, right? I am not a judge tonight, but let me say this. By picking up people, don't mean you're going to win, you know. He did a very good job in acknowledging everyone, but for me, though, I think he did a good job in his presentation in terms of acknowledging who should be acknowledged. He did his research.
Yeah, he did his research.
He did his research.
Mentioned people like C.A. Paul Saltwell.
Yes.
He thanked all his past chairmans chairpersons of Carnival.
Yes.
All of the...
He also mentioned DJs.
DJs.
Yeah.
I mean, the Queen contestants, Calypsonians.
Yeah.
And he himself was a former junior Calypso King.
Yes.
In 1995. Yes. Hollywood holds the distinction of being the only Calypsonian in Sincus Nevis to defeat King Conris in a Calypso competition.
Yes, but it was juniors. That time has gone. That ship has sailed, Abernathy.
Yes, but I must comment on the musical arrangement. It's a Funk Gums musical arrangement.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Funk Gums. And JQ, you know, for Sugar Man 50, the Calypsonians in Sincus have stepped out of the local...
Stepped out more. They have been doing it over the years.
You have regional arrangers. Funk Gums, he arranged for quite a few of the Calypsonians.
Yes.
And last evening, I was told that Pelham Goddard, the musical arranger for Charlie's Roots and David Rudder, he arranged one of the songs that we listened to last night, Lady Diva.
Yeah,
Pelham Goddard did that.
Yeah.
And and you have Colin, the guy from the Trinidad and Tobago police force band in Trinidad. So they have stepped out of the league and they have gone overseas and gotten engaged the services of musical arrangers, top class musical arrangers.
But can I say this though, right? It might be top shelf, but I wasn't feeling that drink at all. I'm sorry. I wasn't feeling that drink at all. I like his presentation, but you know, the melody didn't catch me. Honestly, can you sing the melody now?
Parts of it.
Okay. You see
But
what I'm saying?
I think, to be fair, he had some challenges with lyrical fit.
Yes, I
Yes,
picked that
lyrical
up.
fit. He had some challenges. He also had some vocal cord challenges.
Yes, yes. He did more practice.
Yeah.
He should have come to the tent.
And kind of suggests to me that he came here this evening somewhat underprepared.
Okay, we're on the same page. I like you.
Somewhat underprepared.
You call it as you see it.
That's how I call Calypso.
I like you. I like you. We're getting ready for our next performer coming up shortly. We have Lady Gem. She's going to be here in the studio with us later on this evening. She's going to be doing something called Who Can't Hear Feel. Now, I know that title or the topic, it has a certain connotation to it, right? But from listening to her song, she's touching base on some issues as it relates to women, and you should be standing up for yourself. I don't want to give too much away, because I've heard the song before, and I want the people to hear it for themselves. So the judges are ready. Let's take it to the stage, and let's go for Lady Gem, who will be doing a song, Who Can't Hear Gun Feel.
Good night.
Like you say,
was hoping for Abernathy to jump in like the last time, but...
The thing is, right? We came to a compromise this evening.
Okay.
Anything to do with the ladies, you will take care of them.
Oh, I didn't know it was official. I thought that was just behind the scene, Gabba.
Yeah, so...
It's official.
Lady Gem and how she was dressed and all that, I am giving you that opportunity tonight, GQ.
To talk about how she was dressed?
Yeah. And other things.
Man, Lady Gem, you look nice. That's all I gotta say. You look nice. I think she came up with the intention to portray what she was talking about.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's an issue that is happening not only here in St. Kitts and Nevis, but around the world, you know? And I think she's a brave woman to come out and touch an issue like that.
An issue like that.
Yeah.
It's a very important issue.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Speaking to women, asking them to slow down in life. And she made reference to a saying, Granny used to say, slow down in life. And GQ, I do not know how closely you were listening, but she referenced you in her song.
Yeah.
She spoke about sugar daddies.
If you want to comment that. I got with you. I got with you. You think you're smarter than me?
She used phrases such as work hard to get to the top. She even spoke to women in society and said, you know, we need a woman prime minister.
Yes. All jokes aside, she touched on some issues.
Some real hard issues.
And I must applaud her for that.
Yes.
So the question is now, if the judges feel the same way.
Yeah, I think that she did justice.
Yeah.
I'm not a judge, but I think she did justice to the song. Her performance, the presentation to me was good. The use of her hands, body language.
Yep.
I think that she did an excellent job.
You know what? Let me take this time out to highlight a bit of the criteria, because I want our listeners and our viewers to keep an idea of what's going on so you can do your own judging. So you have lyrics, and it's broken down into 3 categories. You have expression of theme. Well, more than 3, sorry. Expression of theme, which is just 5 points. Wordcraft, 15. The content of the song, 15 as well. And the creativity part of it. Well, you don't touch base on the music aspect of it.
The music aspect, on the music we have 30 points overall. We have melody, 15 points. And the melody speaks to the sweetness and the sweetness of the verses, the singing chorus and the band chorus. Does the tune carry the message effectively? Does it capture the mood of the theme? And then you had arrangement, 10 points. Does it suit the mood and the tempo? You have particular instruments used to specially create and convey mood. Does it have the correct key or and orchestration? The effectiveness of the backup singers, if any. And then you had originality. Are the melody and the arrangement original? Are pieces of other people's music included? Are there novel musical ideas in the arrangement or melody? And finally, is there any successful incorporation of unusual musical instruments or a combination of instruments?
Okay. Let me take this time out to acknowledge our title sponsor for this evening. That's St. Kitts Nevis and Anguilla National Bank, always here for you. And remember, National Bank is cashless SKN. And also, let me take this time out to acknowledge our sponsor that is powering tonight. That is the cable. So one is presenting and one is powering. So you have the St. Kitts Nevis and Anguilla National Bank presenting, which is the title sponsor for this evening broadcast, and the cable powering what you are seeing right now. So thank you to both of those companies, and big shout outs going out to Development Bank. That's Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis, ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, and we're gonna take you back to the stage for our next performer. We have coming up, No Mask, No Entry. Let's go to the stage. Queen Kibi.
Lady Kibi, name of the song, No Mask. No entry, no mask.
Good night. Woo!
you and to protect me. We have to resist the urge to merge, to prevent another surge. Always try to avoid close contact in that compromising act. Hugging and kissing can lead to anything, providing a warm bed for the virus to spread. So if you do things differently, you must act accordingly. Back the social distance to gain entrance, so take precaution. You can't enter in without protection. No mask, no entry. Please observe the protocol. No mask, no entry. It's not business as usual. When you enter a place, you cover your face, your mouth and your nose. You shouldn't expose. No mask, no entry. That's what the lady telling he. No mask, no entry. Put on your mask properly. I'm protecting myself from infection. I don't like to take injection. Things not the same, no longer normal. You have to follow protocol, so you can't enter me place really. No mask, no entry. Blow. You hear them hot? Hey! Good health practices is key to combat this calamity. Your place should always be sanitary. Clean it good all on the inside, on the corner and on the outside. Don't give this deadly virus a free ride. A good place to hide this change in behavior could be applied to other areas. Remember, HIV and AIDS is still a danger. So your men who promiscuous, you must start to adjust this wrong good behavior with multiple partners. So when you joyride on bus, protect yourself. A mask is a must. Why? No mask, no entry. Please observe the protocol. No mask, no entry. It's not business as usual. When you enter the place, you cover your face, your mouth and your nose. You shouldn't expose. No mask, no entry. That's what the lady telling him. No mask, no entry. Put on your mask properly. I'm protecting myself from infection. I don't like to take injection. Things not the same, no longer normal. You have to follow protocol, so you can't enter me place really. No mask, no entry. No. Hey, and when you come, keep that mask on, okay? We ain't playing here. Thank you. Enjoy it tonight. Hey. Ba, ba, da, 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 da.
It's another night of the St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank Limited. Learn more about National Bank mobile banking. That was Queen Kibi doing No Mask, No Entry. I don't know about you, Abba, I still see you taking notes. For me, I realized, hold on, you know what? Let's take a quick break and we'll be back and chat some more about Queen Kibi. We'll be back right after this.
Want to get away? Now you can.
Stop standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your National Bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
Whether you're at home or abroad, ZIZ's social media platforms help you stay connected with what's going on in St. Kitts and Nevis. Keep up with daily events by liking our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter at ZBC Online. Like our pictures on Instagram and subscribe to our videos on YouTube. Also, you can watch us live on the ZIZ mobile app and our website, zizonline.com. No matter where you are, ZIZ is just a click away. ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, reaching you wherever you are.
There is an entrepreneur in all of us. They are the risk takers, the record breakers, the difference makers. Entrepreneurs are the ones who fuel our economy. They fuel job growth. They fuel technology, making St. Kitts and Nevis a much better place. And we have been there every step of the way, providing small business and personal development loans tailored to your significant needs. The Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis, making a sustained positive difference in your life.
Welcome back to St. Kitts, Nevis and Anguilla National Bank Limited. Night 2 of the Senior Calypso Eliminations. And remember, National Bank is what shall I say? Cashless, SKN. Remember that. Abenata, before the break, we were talking about Queen Kibi. I was just about to let you know that I think she has a degree in diplomacy. Yeah. I was listening to her song, but I read between the lines, and I know it's supposed to be about Corona, but all I heard...
between the lines that she was giving you some sound advice, JQ.
Yeah, to practice safe sex.
Safe sex.
Safe sex.
Using the existing
non-pharmaceutical
protocols to combat COVID-19.
Yeah.
Protect yourself,
yeah,
JQ.
of course.
I hope you have your mask in your pocket. Wherever you go, I hope you have that mask in your pocket, JQ.
Do you want me to answer that now?
Yes, I mean, you might get some benefits.
Anyways, tonight our auditor is Maitland and Maitland. They will be doing the tabulation, and as I understand, at the end of the night, we'll find out who will be advancing to the finals.
We'll be making that announcement this evening.
Yeah, everyone is all eager to find out about that. And just to let you know who the judges are, we made mention of Mr. Movin earlier. Let's get Mr. Randy Taylor. He's one of the judges for this evening. I know him as a maths teacher. He taught me in school, Mr. Randy Taylor. What about you, from your end?
I hardly know Randy. I know that he is married to a lovely lady from my area in Nevis. Mm-hmm. So I will give you the opportunity to speak to him.
Well, Randy Taylor has had over 100 dramatic stage performances as an original member of Bouncing Williams Theatre Group. He attended basic music training under Edgar Bridgewater Police Boys Band. And Percy Taylor became a hardcore Calypso fan because of the inspiration of his math teacher and mentor. It's amazing. He turned out to be a math teacher after all. What about Jovan Swanson?
Jovan Swanson has been a Calypso enthusiast for as long as he can remember. Jovan, who plays the trombone, is a former member of the Casanova Band and was one of the Calypsonians at the first ever Gingerama celebrations back, I think, in 2000. He was actually, he competed as a Calypsonian. Presently, he's the president of the Nevis Theatre and Film Association. He is also involved in dramatic productions and has represented Nevis in 2001 at the inaugural Drama Festival in Trinidad. Jovan Swanson.
Trevor Woodley, I know him personally. I worked with him, and as a matter of fact, the road that I'm on, he's partially responsible for that. I know he went to do some formal training in music production and engineering and recording arts and management as well. and live sound. So I know Jamster has Trevor Woodley, pardon me, that's one of the judges tonight. I call him Jamster. You might know him as Jamster too. He has been one of those individuals that I look up to and forced me to get into audio engineering. So Jamster, big up yourself, my brother, and I know you're going to do a great job tonight. So he's one of the judges.
Next judge, Shanwa Baldbelt, has been judging both local and regional competitions for approximately 20 years. However, 4 years ago, he accepted the invitation to judge several national carnival competitions, including the teenage and primary primary school, I think that should be Calypso competition, the female Calypso competition, and the National Carnival Senior Calypso competition. He has also participated in several judges' development workshops that have benefited him tremendously. Shanwa continues to volunteer his expertise as he deems it a part of his national duty.
You know Mr. Taylor, right?
I'm not certain if I know McLeod Taylor.
Okay. Well, McLeod Taylor is an attorney at law and has been involved in Calypso since 1987. And 2021 is no exception. He is still involved, and he's one of the judges for tonight.
And finally, we have Mr. Philip Brown, has been immersed in and playing music for most of his life, starting in the St. Peter's community as a young drummer and percussionist, and later as a drummer and percussionist for the world-famous Coronet Steel Orchestra. In the early 1990s, he was recruited by the then chairman of the National Carnival Calypso Subcommittee, Mr. Thomas Williams, as a Calypso judge. Mr. Brown, in short order, was able to succeed Mr. Williams as chairman, where he subsequently served both the Calypso Subcommittee and the National Carnival Committee with distinction. Mr. Brown has been a regular fixture on our National Calypso judging panel over the years as he continues to give his expertise and experience to the development of our cultural, musical, and Calypso art forms. Ladies and gentlemen, our seventh judge, Philip Brown.
So let me just go with those names once again for you for just tuned in. Warren Movin, Randy Taylor, Jervin Swanston, Trevor Woodley, Shanwa Broadbelt, McClure Taylor, pardon me if you're listening, I do apologize if I got your name wrong, and Philip Brown. Those are the judges for this evening. Now, I also want to touch base on a little bit of, seeing that it's the Calypso show and it's our 50th anniversary, let me highlight a few of the Calypsonians who have won Calypso crowns here in St. Kitts and Nevis for our Carnival. And then we're going to take a break, and after our break, we have Lady Carence in the studio with us. We're going to learn a bit more about the lady with the Turn It Down. So from 1971 to 1972, you had King Entertainer.
And GQ. That was King Entertainer here on St. Kitts. But when National Carnival started, it also started in Nevis as well. And so in 1971 and 1972, the first National Carnival King, Calypso King in Nevis, was Mr. Lindbergh Hanley. Wow. King Lindbergh.
Wow. Man, I'm glad you're here.
He, like Entertainer, he won in 71 and he repeated in 1972.
Wow.
Lindbergh Hanley.
So let me ask you this then.
And one of our Calypsonians here this evening won the first Junior
King
Calypso
King
in
Irvin.
1977.
That I know. That I know. So let me see if I can do this, and let's see how long, if you can keep up, right? And I'm not here to test Abernathy, but that introduction or interjection just now sparked an idea in my head. So 1973 to 1974, King Elimat. Let's hear Nevis. Can you call Nevis?
No.
Okay. All right, no worries. We're going to get the mats for you, ladies and gentlemen. We got more Calypso to come. So 1974 to 1975, King Elimat again. 1975 to 1976, Sweeney, and I must be honest, that I did not know. 1976 to 1977, Mighty Mallet. I've heard so much about him, and I'm glad to read tonight that he actually won a crown. 1977 to 1978, you have Star Shield. 1978 to 1979, King Elimat once again. 1979 to 1980, Mighty Mallet once again. And then you have 1980 to 81, 81 to 82, and 82 to 83, King Elimat taking that, how can I put it, consecutive three-peat in there, yes. And then in 1983 to 1984, because you know how the carnival is, we start in one year and end in the next year. It's Mark the First, 84 to 85, King Elimat again. Fancy, 1985 to 86. It's interesting, his name popped up. I had a conversation about him this afternoon, and someone saying that we need to recognize him more. So I'm glad to see his name here this evening. 1986 to 1987, King Elimat once again. 1987 to 1988, King Star Shield. I hope you guys are keeping tab of the Calypsonians and the number of crowns that they have won. Socrates, the first time we've seen his name enter in here, 1988 to 89. And as a matter of fact, he did a back-to-back, 89 to 90. Socrates also won the crown. 1990 to 1991, King Elimat again. 1991 to 92, we have Lord Dematz, or Lord Dematz Tuhad, if I can put it that way.
Master Had, I think that in that year, he made his debut and won the crown, walked all the way to the crown in 1991-92.
Wow. Wow, that's big, man. 1991 to 92 to 93, you have King Elimat again. And of course, 93 to 94, we had no competition. We all know about that.
We all know about that.
Yes,
we all know about that.
Yes. So no need to get into that right now. We're talking crowns. 94, 95, King Fancy. And 95 to 96, King Fancy again. All right, so back to back there for Fancy. Then you have 96 to 97. We have Ayatollah. And I'm going to end it right there. We have more of the Calypsonians in terms of who won. It's an extensive list. But like I said, we have Lady Karen's coming up right after the break.
Want to get away? Now you can.
Stop standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your national bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
Whether you're at home or abroad, ZIZ's social media platforms help you stay connected with what's going on in St. Kitts and Nevis. Keep up with daily events by liking our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter at ZBC Online. Like our pictures on Instagram and subscribe to our videos on YouTube. Also, you can watch us live on the ZIZ mobile app and our website, zizonline.com. No matter where you are, ZIZ is just a click away. ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, reaching you wherever you are.
There is an entrepreneur in all of us. They are the risk takers, the record breakers, the difference makers. Entrepreneurs are the ones who fuel our economy. They fuel job growth. They fuel technology, making St. Kitts and Nevis a much better place. And we have been there every step of the way, providing small business and personal development loans tailored to your significant needs. The Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis, making a sustained positive difference in your life.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. And as you can see here with me, we have Lady Karen's with all that smile, and she's definitely in a good mood. Good evening, Carencia. How you doing?
Good evening. I'm okay, thank you.
Now, let's get to know a bit about Carencia. I spoke to you on numerous occasions behind the scene about, your involvement in Calypso. And as I understand from you, this is your first time in the Calypso arena.
Yes, it is.
So what sparked that motivation, if I can put it that way, for you to say, you know what, I can do this, let me get on the stage?
Well, for starters, I love singing, and I always wanted to try and sing Calypso, but the support was not there. But now I'm getting it from my family.
Oh, that's good. So they actually supporting you going forward. About this song, Tone It Down. When I listen to it, I can feel you in the song. Did you play a role in writing this song, or you just told Socrates, this is your idea and what you wanted to do?
Well, I told him what I wanted, and he did it, and he did a great job, and I respect him a lot for that.
Now, I realize people won't know this, but when you walk in here, you're a bit perturbed about your performance tonight. Why?
Well, if I'm going to criticize myself, I will say that I had a little, mishap. You're anxious and excited at the same time, and you just want to get over it. But I just hope that my performance was good enough to take me to finals.
Well, we're going to find out at the end of this evening. But let me ask you this, Lady Carence. Going forward or not, will you release your second song?
Yes. Actually, I love my second song very much, and I want everyone to hear it. And I just want to, get it out there.
Will you be releasing your second song? Is it recorded, or you have to do it in the tent?
No, it's already recorded. It's already recorded.
Can you tell us a bit about it before we hear it?
Okay, it's called Protest, and it's like a warning to the leaders of the nations, about what's going on, like what happened in St. Vincent. And it's so funny that when Ralph Gonzal, actually when I came Miss Labor, when I was in school, I went there and visited him at his home with his family. Wow. So when I saw the incident of what took place, it hurt me. Yeah. It hurt me, you know?
Currents, I want to stop you there. Unfortunately, though, we are out of time. We're going to take a quick break. We'll hear more about that song when it's released, ladies and gentlemen. Don't touch that dial. And we'll be back right after this.
But that cannot stop we will find a way and you tactic. We gonna do something, Carnival coming back and be bumping. But that cannot stop we will find a way and you tactic. We gonna do something, Carnival coming back and be bumping. So if it's a little jump, we in a that. And if it's a rum, yes, we in a that. 10,000 in town, we in a that. We in a that, yes, we in a that.
Big party, party, oh boy, come wind up on me. I know you love my body. I see
is me life.
I go marry you.
And she really stole me heart, so come music from the start.
I go marry you.
I go run and jump and walk up me waist in every single fete.
I go marry you.
I go in on me knees begging please, me forehead full of sweat.
I go marry you.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. With me in the studio, we have reigning Calypso King from Queen City nearest for Culturama in the studio here with me, the man himself, King Hollywood.
Good night, man. Respect.
Can you hold the mic closer so people can?
Yeah, man.
I want people to hear what you have to say. You know.
It's nice.
I see Abernathy in here jumping up when you say you're taking it to the finals.
Oh man, you got to be confident. You know, you got to talk it.
Speak it into
being.
being.
Yeah, man. You got to speak it. You got to speak it.
You know, with you, I not told Abernathy what I told Abernathy, right? But with you, I'm saying this in front of you. You are one of those Calypsonians you cannot take your eyes off of. No one is talking about you, but you come out and you boom, you shine.
GQ, let me tell you the honest truth, right? I'm so impressed with myself, right? This afternoon, when I jump on the boat, I didn't even know my song.
I realized it.
I didn't even know my song. Because what happened, I wasn't planning to sing. It's the last minute. Even in the band rehearsal, just one verse. They're laughing at me because they say, Hollywood, you sure you could sing this song? And I decided I have to bring it. And when I came on the boat and I came here, I just relaxed and I did some practicing up there in one of those trailers. And I prayed to God and I said, Jesus, just make me sing this song straight through. And that's all I care about. And so it happened that I did it. And so whatever the judges choose to do after, fine. But whatever the result is, I'm really impressed with myself. So I wouldn't feel no way with either way.
You know what? After a statement like that, I'm not going to rub salt in his wound anymore. Now I'm going to leave it there.
Well, the truth is, that's why I decided in terms of, I'm not a fit guy. I'm putting on some weight, as you can see, right? And I decided, you know, I got to come with the music. I got to come with the performance. The lyrics will be fine.
Yeah, you did hit that. You did hit that. And that explained why you sounded a bit flat, because I was telling Abernathy, I appreciate the acknowledgement and as you did your research and you got the information right, but I just wasn't feeling the melody.
The melody. We're still feeling it out. I just decided this competition is a difficult competition because you only have one chance to impress the judges, and this one take you straight to the finals.
So what happened? Why was this a last-minute thing for you to say, well, hey, you know what, I'm going to enter to the competition?
Well, you know, as I said earlier, from Culturama, I decided to take a bow. After Culturama, I decided not to sing still. Last year, Carnival, I decided that would have been my last. I must say big up to Mr. Noor, the previous chairman. He was the one who actually signed me up. And he said to me, boy, sign up. I sign you up, man, because you might change your mind. And here am I did change my mind.
Right.
You know, and even though I changed my mind, I was still contemplating whether or not I should go or not should go. And then I've been getting phone calls and people meeting me all over and said, boy, go, you're not got nothing to lose, you know? And so I was wondering, what am I going to sing then? What am I going to sing? So I said, you know what? I realized everybody go in different ways. Let me just sing a vote of thanks to big up the people who would have put in the hard work throughout the years, the DJs, the musicians, the queen contestants, the people behind the scene, the vendors, the street cleaners, even the tractor drivers, because as simple as it look, the tractor driver is a big, big role to Carnival, you know, because if that dude get drunk or whatever, he run over somebody. So it's just to show the importance of everybody coming together to make Carnival 50 reality.
Well, I'm glad you took part in it, you know, because when we look back at this in the future, God's Be Our Lives, we can all say that, hey, you know what? The Calypsonians, who was who, took part in our 50th anniversary, and it wasn't just a sinkage thing, it was a federation.
With a federation thing. Well, I will tell you this much, GQ. Like I said, whether or not I make it to the finals, this year performance for the 50th anniversary is definitely my last in St. Kitts in terms of singing Calypso.
What? You're not coming back?
Remember, I told you earlier I wasn't coming.
Yes, you did, but I know you're right. I know you didn't tell me one thing and then...
No. I wasn't.
This is it.
This is it. Whether win, lose, or job. This is it.
So you're getting into drama?
Huh?
You're getting into drama? What are you going to do next?
Well,
production? You're going to train young Calypsonians?
I don't know as yet. But yeah, in Nevis, definitely, I talked about earlier this year. So next year, Culture, I won't be defending my Calypso crown.
But you had enough of Calypso? Wow.
It's 30 years, and
I know.
30 years, man. If me give 30 years, man, me could give something to Christ this year, you know?
Oh,
okay. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, but seriously, but yeah. So even if I win the Calypso crown this year, I take a bow.
Buddy,
stop undefeated.
It's a pleasure interacting with you on stage.
Yeah, man.
Stage.
And I will. Sorry to cut you out, but I will really love to be in that 7. I have another tune there. I strongly believe once I'm in the 2nd, final night gonna be trouble.
Well, I was about to ask about that.
Final night gonna be trouble.
I was just about to ask
because
about that.
In that case now, I will have more time to practice. I will have more time to. I'm a taxi driver as a thing, and trust me, being a taxi driver is not easy right now. And I'm happy to say that because things are bouncing around, things are coming back. I'm happy to see the world is healing, and so. But the job got me really busy. Sometimes I don't have no time for myself and the music. So, but once I'm in the finals, definitely I will make some time to get my stuff ready.
I was going to ask him about the 2nd song, but I know he's going to tell me when after tonight.
Everybody needs somebody. Bim, 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 I ready, man. I ready.
Whoa!
I ready. The music done do, you know.
I'm telling you,
yeah, man,
I am shocked. This is history.
The music done do. The music done do.
What's the name of the song?
Everybody needs somebody.
Everybody needs somebody.
No matter your level of life, everybody needs somebody.
Hey,
yeah.
Buddy, thank you for being here, man.
Respect GQ. And keep the job going, man. Doing a good job on the radio. I like how you promote the thing, man. You know, I wish other people could just follow you. I know Randy Rascal, Jazzy D, and the rest crew doing it. But you, man, I really got to respect you and big you up for that, man.
Thank you, buddy.
GQ, over and out here.
Over and out,
respect, man.
I love that.
All right, man, nice.
And thank you for watching. Don't move, don't touch that dial. Don't disconnect that internet connection.
You know what? Let me just butt in something. I want to big up my cousin, Joma. He was the one that really pushing me like, boy, you got to sing. What stupidness you're telling me? Sing. You don't got nothing to lose. So, Joma, if you're listening, respect to you. Noah, Raja, and the whole crew, and wifey and everybody. Yeah.
Buddy, don't be sorry, man. This is your time. This is his time. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more for you.
She girl them bubble.
man, welcome back. And in studio with me, we have the lovely and beautiful Lady Gem. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm feeling fine.
Nice one. Now, we were commentating about your outfit. We were commentating about your song. I felt your outfit was appropriate with the message of your song, right? Abernathy, he loved the aspect that you touched based on. I felt it's a taboo topic that people don't really speak about, and it's happening. And I commended you. I think that you're really brave in doing such a taboo topic. What sparked that? Is it from a personal experience, something you read? Where that inspiration came from?
Okay, well, I would say that, for one, I'm always about women empowerment. I love women. I always try to emulate women who are of good substance. And so I try to promote and give. So there are things that I see going on with young girls, teenagers, females, mothers, and things that are going on even in the churches. And so it kind of pained me. It pained me. So I thought about it, and I sing. I always love to sing about women empowerment, love to see women uplifting themselves.
Now, I'll be honest with you, Lady Gem. I am a novice in this thing called Calypso, and you said you always love to sing. I mean, you are experienced in this field of Calypso?
This is my first time entering the senior Calypso, but I've entered the female show when I was about 19 years old, and I've been singing Calypso since I was in second form, junior Calypso.
So through your high school, you were involved in Calypso. You did a stint in the female as well.
And then I came back to give my contribution to Sugar Mass 50.
So is it because it's the big 5-0, or you just told yourself this is the time to get back into it?
Well, actually, every year I've been telling myself I'm going to go in, I'm going to go in. Even in the office, I keep telling my boss I would go in, and she would say, oh, every year you're saying the same thing. So I know when she saw that I was serious this time around, she was like, okay, she really is serious.
So which means if you advance to the finals, this is a big thing for you.
It is. It will be an amazing thing, a great accomplishment.
I think you got a chance. I really do. I think you have a
Thank you.
chance. You know, I've been saying this on my show over and over, and even during our broadcast. Pay attention to the criteria, you know, and the performance and your presentation and your package is important. You know what I mean?
Say good things don't come overnight, right?
No,
That's what my song said. And trust me, I've been working tirelessly. I've been practicing. GQ, I've done it all. I mean, my manager, he just wouldn't cut me any slack. He wouldn't.
Let me ask you this before we wrap up, I should say. Everyone is looking forward to advancing to the finals, which means you have a second song. Yes. What is your second song? Can you hold the mic closer?
Okay, should I say, or just to give a synopsis?
If you want to sing, you want to sing.
No, I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to sing, but it's about we locals and how we look at the Chinese and the Jamaicans and the Guyanese when they come here, how we accept them and so forth. Just to give a little.
Okay, a little brief. Okay, all right. Well, I wish you all the best tonight going forward.
Thank you.
You want to say thank you or
Yes.
shout outs to anyone?
I would like to give shout out to the God Almighty, to my manager, to the A+ All-Star Band. I say thank you very much for your overwhelming support. To my friends, my very close friends, thank you. To my son. He's 7 years old, but he gives me all the support. Mommy, you can sing.
Wow.
You know, and I'm very, very grateful to my better half, Mr. Jermaine Burnham. Thank you so much. And to my mom and dad, my brothers and sisters, even my brother out there in the crowd, those that are overseas who are watching, I thank you so much for your support. I love you guys very much. To the Ministry of International Trade, my staff there, my colleagues, thank you.
Lady Gem, ladies and gentlemen, we'll find out at the end of the night if she will be going forward to the finals. Thank you for being here in the studio with us.
Thank you for having me, GQ.
All right, man.
All right.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
Anywhere me go, you know me touch the road like this, touch up the road like this, touch up the place like this, touch up the stage like this, like this. Come rep your place, rep your flag, where you from, who you are. World is a stage, so showcase like a star. Little but we begin and we come from far, so we take it to the world. So like a real scam, so we roll, so we roll. Like performance anytime we touch the road, yeah, that's how we roll, that's how we roll. When we be busting and we head, like we under respect anywhere that we go. People watching and they asking what you know. Why do you?
There is no better time to discover what your National Bank Visa or debit card can do.
Next in line, please. Good night, welcome to Carnival.
Weren't you the same guy who... never mind. Can I get a number 1 and 15?
Excuse me? There's no number 15.
You take a 1 and a 5, you put them together and you make it huge.
Hey, Al, this guy needs a number 1 and a number 15. Oh, really? A 15? So your total is 42.50?
Using your National Bank Visa debit or black card is fast, secure, and convenient.
That's what I'm talking about. Honey, which was the movie? You again?
Welcome to Caribbean Cinemas. You guys here for the kiddies party?
No, we're here for the big movie tonight.
That would be screen 4. Hope you enjoy the movie with your mom.
She's not my mom, she's my date.
Cashless SKN is our new lifestyle choice. National Bank, always here. The St. Kitts Nevis National Carnival Committee would like to thank your sponsors for Sugar Mass 50. St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank, the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis, ZLIZ Broadcasting Corporation, The Cable, Carib Brewery St. Kitts Nevis Limited, National Caribbean Insurance Co. Limited, St. Kitts Marriott Resort, Royal St. Kitts Hotel, and Next Generation Medical Laboratory.
It's all right. Welcome back to St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank Limited Senior Calypso Elimination Part 2. At the end of tonight, we will find out who will be moving forward. Everyone is all eager about moving forward to the next round. We'll find out at the end of the night. Let me acknowledge, our auditor, Maitland and Maitland. And I'll let Abernathy let you know about who will be coming up in the second half of the show as we get ready for more Calypso.
Yes, but GQ, before we go into the second half of the show, I want to shout out over there in Canada, our good friend, and he has asked me to convey greetings to you. Mr. Bruce Carrot.
Bruce, buddy, good evening to you,
yeah,
man.
Bruce, thanks for tuning in and thanks for providing some positive comments on the show as you're seeing it from right over there in Canada. And so, for the first half of the show, we had King Irvin, Lady Karenz, King Hollywood, Lady Gem, Queen Kibi. And in the second half of the show, we will be having Lord Payne, Paula, Lala, Alomunu, and the King Astro.
Indeed. And let me take the time out to touch base on our sponsors. Apart from our title sponsor for this evening, I want to make sure I acknowledge our sponsors for making this event possible for us tonight. Of course, St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank Limited, Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis, ZLIZ Broadcasting Corporation, The Cable, Carib Brewery St. Kitts and Nevis Limited, National Caribbean Insurance Co. Limited, St. Kitts Marriott, Royal St. Kitts Hotel, and Next Generation Medical Laboratory. And also, please take note of some of the upcoming events. You have Panorama, or shall I say the Steel Band competition, and that will be happening on Saturday, the 18th of December. You have Icons. I spoke with Mr. World this afternoon from Small Expand, and he indicated at the Icons they will be releasing something fresh for Sugar Mass 50. So for those of you looking forward to that show, look out for Small Expand. They'll be dropping something new. Then we have the National Carnival Swimwear Pageant, and that will be happening on Wednesday, the 22nd of December. And on the 23rd, you have National Carnival Soca Monarch Finals. And boy, I'm telling you, Abanati, that one is going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be.
But anyways, we're going to go to the stage right now and get ready for our next performer. Who we have next, Abanati?
We have, my iPad has closed down. We have Lord Payne.
Let's go. Lord Payne.
Lord Payne.
Coming up next.
Yes. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, mother. Good night, all the people of the world. Good night. Good night. No mask tonight. Welcome. Be still and know. Be still and know He is God. Be still and know. Be still and know He is God. What the kitchen here are doing, fighting against me, blood, death, and fear. Hugging, rocking, and fighting one another. So I can't resist anything, and I know that I will be still and know. Be still and know He is God. Be still and know. Be still and know He is God. ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. Happy Carnival, Singers and Nevis.
All right, that was Joph Lord Payne doing something called Be Still.
Be Still.
You know he's a musician, right?
Yeah. From Grand Dash days.
Yeah. Man, you know what's going on, man.
Yeah, man. I know Jove and Georges and Brother. Brother used to play keyboard. Yeah, man.
So, see them singing, that surprised you?
No. Jove has sung many reggae songs with Grand Dash.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I know that Jove is a musical icon in the Federation of Singers and Nevis.
Yes.
He sang a song, Be Still and Know That I Am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. And I'm going to test your knowledge of the Bible.
Don't.
Psalm 46.
Let's move on to the next test.
Psalm 46.
Let's move on to the next test.
Verse 10. And that is where Jove took what he sang this evening. He took it from Psalm 46, verse 10.
Oh, okay.
And put in a nice musical accompaniment to it.
So you could relate.
Sweet melody, nice music.
Okay, let me ask you this. I was listening to it. I do agree the melody is good. But there's a disconnect for me. You know, I see where he's going or what he is implying, but it's not clear. You feel the same thing too?
Yeah, well, I feel the same thing. The song needed a little bit more work.
Okay.
You know, but for me, I caught on to the melody, the sweetness of the melody.
That's why you're in here singing.
Yes, that's why I was here singing. And the horn arrangement, beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes. I must say, it was. But let's see how the judges feel about this one, right? And talking about that, on the heels of that, I think it'll be appropriate to let the people know about the criteria.
Okay, the criteria, we have lyrics, 40 points. And that is broken down into expressional theme, 5 points, wordcraft 15, substantive content 15, creativity 5, music 30 points, melody 15, arrangement 10, originality 5 points, and under performance we have rendition 15, presentation 10, giving a total of 25 points. And as I said this evening, we are not having any props on stage, and so use of props would have been given 5 points. We have taken away that 5. I spoke outside here a while ago, and he told me that he was looking for me to come to the studio in Nevis to record the song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we can talk more about that. Let's go to the stage and let's see Paola right now.
Come speaking to them youth, as you know, I'm a man of truth. I come talking to them youth, as you know, I'm a man of truth. No matter what or who may say, never ever give children their own way. Whether work or play, it could be night or day. From your teaching, they can't disobey as long as you move them. Come ahead and mold them. And I don't do that for you, that ain't a problem. No, you got to come out and mold them. Come right out and mold them. And I want to see you mold each and every one of them. I say they are tomorrow leaders, mold them I say. Guide and protect them along the way. Don't alter, boy, do not stray. Come ahead and mold them. You got to come mold them. And without a doubt, you got to come out. Boy, just come out and mold them. Mold them. Them is the future kitchen, the future of this nation. Give them a good education and all the aspiration. Them is our leaders and our teachers, nurses and even doctors. You ain't got a child. Try get one somehow. Impregnate a young kitchen right now. Move them. Come ahead and move them. And I know to do that for you, that ain't no problem. No, you got to come out and mold them. Come right out and mold them. And I know that ain't a problem. Tomorrow leaders, mold them I say. Guide and protect them all the way. Don't alter, boy, do not stray. Come ahead and move them. You got to come mold them. And without a doubt, you got to come out. Boy, just come out and mold them. Mold them. And watch me. Already got my new baby. Whether girl or she, that is the product of our country. A lot of girls walking around town with their sexy big bottom. And then we take off them girls and move them. Let them come and move them. I know you ain't a problem. No, I to come out and mold them. Come right out and mold them. And I know you ain't just a problem. No, them is tomorrow leaders. Mold them I say. Guide and protect them all the way. Don't falter, boy, do not stray. Come ahead and mold them. You got to come mold them. And without a doubt, you got to come out, boy. Just come out and mold them. Mold them. Billy, bam, boy. Da, 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 da. What you think of children today? I think they are fabulous. Especially those that go hungry, that don't live with us. Children in different places, they got children of different race. Whether they are far, don't care who they are. Let me hear me kitchen superstar and mold them. Come outside and mold them. And I know to do that for you, that ain't a problem. No, you got to come out and mold them. Come right out and mold them. And I know you can mold each and all of them. Yes, along the way. Don't falter, boy, do not stray. Come ahead and hold them. You got to come hold them. And without a doubt, you got to come out, God. Come right out and hold them. Thank you.
All right, so that was Paola doing Nations Youth. What's your thoughts on that, Abu?
Well, first off, I must say that Paola reminds me of a character that we have on Nevis. When I went outside this evening and I saw him, I almost thought it was a guy by the late John Kelly. He reminds me so much of that famous character on Nevis by the name of John Kelly. Wow. It almost as if they are identical twins.
Wow. So that's why you stopped and spoke with him?
Yeah, I spoke and I said, are you related to John Kelly? Yeah. And then is when he engaged me.
Okay.
And said that, you know, he wanted to come to my studio to do his song for this year. Speaking again to, you know, us as adults, molding the young children to you know, to bring them up in the way that, you know, we would want them to be brought up. Good lyrics, well, in terms of the message, very good message, because, you know, it's a message that we want to keep reciting over and over and over and repeating it over and over again, especially in these times when, you know we need to have a strong hold on our children. And so Paola gave us a very strong message here this evening. The name of the song?
Nation Youth.
Nation Youth.
Nation Youth. All right, we have a crowd favorite coming up next. The man,
Lala.
Jam with your mask for Carnival. All right, I'm not going to say much about that because I want you to hear it for yourself. Looking forward to your feedback on that as well. So after Lala, we have Ala Mulu. But we're going to go to the stage right now and take in the man himself.
And make his contribution. So on behalf of National Bank and Cable TV, put your hands together for Paola. I believe we should open an account in National Bank for Paola. Start with $1 to buy his clothes for the next season. How it sound? Boy, if me could get clothes to beg, Paola could get clothes to put on. Because just today, you know, I see the St. George's Anglican Church selling dead man garment. I see 2 shots from Limo. And you know how long Limo dead? He couldn't buy 2 of them there. And he come up here in them there. Lord have mercy, and matches. Good night to Susie. Susie, the customer saying your chicken taking too long to fry. And my sister is over there. My father only take her just before he died in 2006, the 4th of February. Good night to my sister. She looked just like my ugly sister Marlene, to look like twin. Story up here. Calypso sweet. How a sound? How a sound? Lights out. Lights out, ladies and gentlemen. And we talk about dressing. And we talk about Calypsonian. Put your hands together and welcome on stage. I like his correct name, Clement Williams, a.k.a. Lala. And the name of his Calypso, Jam with Your Mask for Carnival. He extended. Put your hands together for Lala.
Oh, you backing me? You backing me? Oh, you backing me? Hey, you backing me? You backing me? Huh? You backing me? Are you backing me? wear carnival this year. This one went bigger than before. We got to protect ourselves from this deadly virus. Jamming your mask for carnival. Protect yourself. 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 When you come out your house, put on your mask. Put the mask on your children, them too. This is sugar mask. This is mask of class. We are drum and we are gone bad. I see Warren Brasher coming in the mask. I see Wet Dot coming in the mask. Warren Brasher, better look at that Wet Dot coming in the mask. Hey, in the mask. I see Sugar Bowl up 4th Street. Sugar Bowl Coop with a band. Got on the mask. I see EK on a truck. EK got on the mask. He look like Dennis Brown. Hey, come in your mask for carnival. Protect yourself, 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 hey. This is Sugar Mask 50. We got to enjoy it. We got to jam. You know, long time we ain't had a carnival this year. Boy, we going wine. We going jam. We going wine. We going pick up the chest and jam the corona to rest. Jam in your mask for carnival. Protect yourself, 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 hey. I see Lulu jam in a box of shorts. Lulu leg them look like Judy Live but one. I see Lulu jamming all the tongue. I see ugly people jamming the mask. I see good looking people jamming the mask. Oh, jam, 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 jam. Sugar City, jam. Hey, jam, 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 jam. We are jam. We are jam. We are jam. Sugar City mask. 50 years. 50 years. Alright, let's jam. Let's feel good. People are jumping on earlier. Respect for earlier, my girl. I respect earlier. She'll be here jamming. She'll be here walking up. Earlier. Jamming your mask for carnival. Protect yourself. Jamming your mask for carnival. Hello, we are King Lala. Protect yourself. Jamming your mask for carnival. Protect yourself. Jamming. King Lala. Lolo, Lolo, you back in me? I come back final night. I come in final night. I tell you about the boxer shop. Well, you and Judy Live with legs. I love y'all, King Lala. Lord, he is a singer, never make final yet. Know how we buy local, jamming the mask, judging them. Lord, put me in the final this year. I can win the crowd.
50 years of carnival, we wanna misbehave. Everybody come and let we jump and wave. So let we push, we pushing our push, we pushing our push, we pushing our. But we carnival push, we pushing our push, we pushing our push, we pushing our. Carnival and temper with the jam because come to fun.
Just work up hard until the task force come.
Somebody give up here this thing, turn up the place right now. We only got 6 more minutes to the countdown. 6 more minutes to the countdown. Come. Let's go.
Walk up mad before the task force come. Walk up mad before the task force come. Walk up mad before the task force come. Walk up mad before the task force come.
All right, welcome back, welcome back. Now, you just heard from the man, Lala. One of the crowd favorites, Jam With Your Mass for Carnival. I won't test your knowledge, and I won't test your knowledge on the Bible either. I've learned my lesson tonight. The Bible and history of Calypso, I'm going to stay away from. So, talking about history of Calypso, I realized the melody of that song and where it came from, right? I'm not going to test you. I know you know. It's from Elimat, correct?
Yeah, King Elimat come play mass all over town for Carnival 71. Yeah. And how appropriate, because we are now 50 years on from when Elimat released that song in 1971.
Yes.
Yeah, so I believe that Lala was deliberate in using that melody for this song. Yeah. I think it probably might have been the first road march song for National Carnival. Probably might have been.
We have to check that.
Yeah.
But regardless, though, is it enough to get him through to the finals? Obviously, he feels so.
Well, I'm not a judge. Well, he actually, when leaving the stage, said, put me in the finals. Yeah, he said it.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Judges have a hard task this evening.
I know.
Very, very hard task.
I know. But hey, it's a good show, and we're down to the final 2. We have Alamalu up next during Christmas and Carnival. He said we have 2 Carnival, Christmas and Carnival. You heard the song, I hear you shaking your head.
Yeah.
And then you have King Astro closing down the night with a song called Resilience.
Earlier this evening, you asked, when we were looking at the Kings, we said 1971, 1972, we had Entertainer in Nevis and Limburg. Entertainer in Sinkers and Limburg in Nevis, and then you asked me about 73. But in 1973 in Nevis, we did not have a Calypso competition because the Calypsonians were negotiating for an increase in the prize monies, and so they boycotted the show. And that boycott was led by the same Spencer Limburg Hanley.
Oh, really?
And Zero, who incidentally became the first King of Culturama the following year in 1974.
Wow. I'll be sure to remember that.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to remember that. And when they ask where they get it from, I won't tell them. I'll just say I'm from Nevis too.
Remember the labels originated in Nevis?
I know. I was just about to say that. All right. So we're almost at the end, and remember, we will be announcing. They will be announcing the finalists for tonight going forward. Once again, I got to touch base with Maitland and Maitland. And the auditor for this evening. Let's go to the stage. We have the man himself, Alamalu, coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the next Calypsonian on stage? I got to call him by all his name because he's a decent elder in our society. Ladies and gentlemen, he goes by the name of Larry Harmony. His singing name is Alamulu, like in Honolulu. The name of his Calypso is Christmas Carnival. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Alamuno.
Bacchanal, Bacchanal, St. Kitts had to Carnival. Bacchanal, Bacchanal, St. Kitts had to Carnival. Christmas festival, soulful carousel, Pam Carnival, Labor Carnival, party political, petty and comical. Oh, what bacchanal trouble in the carnival. Bacchanal, bacchanal, with this double carnival. As we celebrate this golden anniversary and salute our national carnival, let's contemplate its role and legacy as the root of this annual festival. Now there was vile repression under slavery. Meetings of Africans were prohibited, but through guile, motivation, and ingenuity, our people pressed on and planned how to get ahead. So, when slave masters marked the birthday of Christ their King by giving praise, partying, and having fun, then slaves smartly partake in celebrating, incorporating African and native traditions. Oy, oy. So in slavery times and long after emancipation, on estates and wherever hard labor was applied, workers organized street theater presentations to demonstrate our vibrant culture and the people's pride. So people were happy in the Christmas season, everybody friendly in this joyous season. Carols in the air, string band everywhere, villages come to town, relatives come back home, repression and misery under lock and cover. This Christmas festivity unblocked the people's power. Social mobility with better education bled the street performances into decline. Political insensitivity and workers' emigration led to disappearances at Christmas time. Then a progressive activist in 1957 sought to craft a different template on the carnival. The dynamic committee of the dynamic Basil Henderson brought a brilliant concept with their carnival. But after a few years' run of glowing success, the carnival slipped slowly into stagnation, beset by church-led objection and growing staleness and disconnect with the majority population. Oh, yeah. So the stage became empty of real direction to head the people's Christmas celebration. But animosity and political polarization led to the competing mass from 1968 to 1771. Oh, yo. But hear this, steel band in the street, jamming slow and sweet. The musical, acoustic and cultural. Carnival was nationalized by legislation to evade the dread drama of the year before. But no one committee solely authorized all public action. So Nevis created Culturama in August 1974. Following the national edict, there were highs and lows. The old Christmas sports tradition still getting close. The heavy hand of politics dealing tricks at Calypso shows. And the registration, the band registration, becoming more exposed. To support our native cultural tradition and support the Christmas mass in its natural groove. And promote more inclusive carnival participation. This brilliant and mass must move to a more radical place. Oh, yeah. How to sell and recreate national carnival in a template that has become more universal. We may do well to emulate our music festival and to set a date to one that's much more practical. So people are happy in the Christmas season and everyone could party in the carnival season. Music in the air, both times of the year. Relatives reappear, visitors everywhere. And conflicts and miseries don't press in a corner. For these two festivities, each express with culture. Music in the air, both times of the year. Relatives reappear, visitors everywhere. And conflicts and miseries don't press in a corner. For these two festivities, each express with culture.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Alamuno.
Wow, I must say, right? First thing first, we're coming to you live from Carnival Village at Warner Park, and tonight is presented to you by St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank, always here, and powered by The Cable. I'm yours truly, GQ, and alongside me is the man himself,
Abernathy, and we are here bringing to you the Calypso Night 2 of the Calypso Eliminations, live from Carnival City, Warner Park and St. Kitts. And on stage, we just had the man, Calypsonian number 9 for the evening.
Yes.
The man Alumuno with a song entitled Christmas Carnival.
Well, no. It should be Christmas and Carnival. It should be Christmas and Carnival. It should be.
Yes,
it should
but
be.
It's Christmas, Carnival. I remember specifically when he came to the recording studio, he said, Christmas, Carnival.
Okay,
and
so you had first-hand experience with him. You see, that's what happened when you're a producer, a sound engineer. You get to get the 4-in-1 before everybody else.
Yes.
But let me say this, though, before you go too far. I commend him for bringing the history aspect of it in the form of music. That's not easy to do. I realized there were certain parts or verses in his song, he kind of truncated certain lyrics to fit in, which was very hard, especially when he's making reference to the past chairman.
Yeah, right.
I know it's difficult, but he got it in and still stayed on time and kept the beat and kept it moving. So I gotta commend him for that, because taking a topic that has to do with history and turn it into a song is not easy, you know what I mean? The melody is catchy as well.
Melody is catchy, and he performed with a lot of energy this evening.
Yes, he did.
He gave us a whole history on the evolution of Carnival.
Yes.
Before 1971, he said that there were 2 carnivals that existed in St. Kitts.
Yes.
Palm Carnival, and there was some other carnival.
Read between the lines.
You know, Alamono, we know him to come with this kind of topical and historical data, and he presents them in song. And, you know, we have to cherish what people like Alamono do for the preservation of our national carnival,
the history of
our national carnival.
Yeah, indeed. Coming up next, we have King Astro is going to be doing a song called Resilience, and that is speaking to our legacy in terms of our trials and tribulations, what we've been through over the years, and how we overcome certain obstacles. That's going to be interesting as well to see how he handles that and how he presents that in song. I've heard the song before. You probably have heard it yourself too. But tonight, if you haven't, it's a good time for you to kick back, relax, and listen to some Calypso. It's all about Sugar Mass 50, and we will find out who will be moving forward to the finals. So let's take you to the stage for our final Calypsonian for the night, the man, King Astro, out of Queen City Nearest, doing Resilience.
King Astro, name of his Calypso is Resilience. Put your hands together for Astro.
Good night. Despite all the controversies during Carnival festivities, all the mismanagement and corruption by some custodians, all the free tickets, all the scandals, hemorrhaging Carnival, all the lack of accountability for our Carnival money, no transparency, Carnival finances in red, not a roof yet over its head. When all is said, for many years, Carnival shed tears, but it kept on going. Through the highs and the lows, Carnival took the blows. In spite of it all, like the Mokajumbies, Carnival is still standing tall. That is resilience. To survive for 50 long years, through all the tears, through all the partisan political interference, Carnival endured with resilience. Through all the gang violence, try to mash up Juve, Carnival They use bribery and incentives to decide who should win. A big Nivijan Calypsonian was asked to sing Fruits of Labor for big dollar. He was asked to sing this and that, just as the mighty Pat, but he lost favor. All the big drama in Guy's Arena about Ethiopia. The confusion with no soca monarch and more couldn't stop the show like the masquerade limbo. Well down low, rise up from below. That is resilience. To survive for 50 long years, through all the tears, through all the partisan political interference, Carnival endured with resilience, resilience. Through all the gang violence, try to mash up Juve, Carnival rise above the fray. I say that is resilience. To bounce back every time stronger, you can't kill the culture, a state of emergency. In 1993, cancel the Carnival festivity. But it came back with a bang, like Ilele Shang Shang, better than before in 94. That is resilience. All the hard working committee, all the sacrifices to bring out the champagne. Let me hear the sweet refrain. Carnival celebrating 15, 15. Oh yeah, yeah. The virus came and it went viral. Some were saying cancel the carnival. It was Shannon Harley and committee who came with an injection, utilizing the new technology and innovation. It lifted up our people's spirits, eased their depression through virtual mediums from the hardships and misery brought on by the layoffs, curfews and lockdowns. It took real grit, determination to work through crisis. We took on the task, we put on sugar mask to cover we face like the bull and the clowns, playing mass all over town. That is resilience. To survive for 50 long years, through all the tears, through all the partisan political interference, Carnival endured with resilience, resilience. Through all the gang violence, try to mash up Juve, Carnival rise above the fray. I say that is resilience. To bounce back every time stronger, you can't kill the culture, a state of emergency. In 1993, cancel the Carnival festivity. But it came back with a bang, like Ilele Shang Shang, better than before in 94. That is resilience. All the hard working committees, all the sacrifices, so break up the champagne. Let me hear you sweet refrain. Carnival celebrating 50, 50. Thank you and good night.
The St. Kitts Nevis National Carnival Committee would like to thank your sponsors for Sugar Mass 50. St. Kitts, Nevis, Anguilla National Bank, the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis, Zed Broadcasting Corporation, The Cable, Carib Brewery St. Kitts Nevis Limited, National Caribbean Insurance Co. Limited, St. Kitts Marriott Resort, Royal St. Kitts Hotel, and Next Generation Medical Laboratory.
Welcome back to St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank Senior Calypso Elimination Part 2. We're down to that time of the night when the judges are doing what they're supposed to be doing. and we'll be announcing who will be moving forward to the finals. Before the break, we had on stage the man Astro, and I must say to our listeners and viewers and to you, Abernathy, I have never heard Astro like that before. I've heard this song many times, but tonight the clarity, the diction, his presentation was just above and beyond.
The vocal clarity was second to none.
Yes.
Probably
the best for the night.
Best for over the last 2 nights. He was so clear.
Yeah.
He took his time in delivering his lyrics. He was awesome this evening.
Yeah, man. The right tempo, the right feel, his demeanor on the stage. He felt, for me, looking at him, it felt like I was looking at a veteran, and he is a veteran. He is.
2 times, back to back.
Yeah, he showed it.
Calypso Monarch.
Yeah, he showed it tonight. Eliminations or not, he came out tonight and he said, you know what, I'm accustomed to this thing, and here I am.
Actually, when Astro came to Carnival City this evening, he left, and I myself, I was going downtown, and I met him walking back to Carnival City with a bag, and I said, Astro, you went to get something to eat? He said, no. What I brought to St. Kitts to perform in this evening, when I got here, I thought to myself that it was not good enough. So I went downtown and got myself a new outfit.
Wow. He's taking this thing serious, man.
He's taking it serious.
Can't blame him. You're in it to win it, so you got to do what you got to do, So I've been looking at the comments from my personal end, and one person said they never really paid attention to his song, but after his presentation tonight, they felt that he could actually be advancing to the finals. Well, we're not here to judge and tell you who we think will be going to the finals. Stay tuned. We will find out in just a bit who will be advancing to the finals. In the meantime, though, I want to acknowledge all of the players in this evening and over the past nights and weeks for us getting to this point, from the sponsors to the workers, sound engineers, videographers, backstage production managers, and those at the gates, those taking your temperature, those working at the bar, the people staying back afterwards and cleaning up, security. I mean, the list just goes on and on. I want to thank you guys for being a part of this production and making this event for Sugar Mass possible. Sugar Mass 50.
And so, GQ, we have come to the end of night 2. The National Bank Senior Calypso Eliminations. And so this evening we had the performers. We had King Irvin, Lady Karenz, King Hollywood, Lady Gems, Queen Kibi, Lord Payne, Paula, Lala, Alumunu, and the King Astro.
2 nights of awesome Calypso music. The time will be here in just a bit. Let me acknowledge the sponsors for our night for tonight, if I could put it that way. St. Kitts Nevis and Anguilla National Bank Limited, always here. Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis, ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, The Cable, Carib Brewery St. Kitts Nevis Limited, National Caribbean Insurance Co. Limited, St. Kitts Marriott Resort, Royal St. Kitts Hotel, and Next Generation Medical Laboratory. And let me also take this time out to acknowledge the All-Star Band, the players for the All-Star Band, Wingrove Hicks, Nigel Williams, Larry, Oren Roberts, Alex Condell, David Hanley, Kurt Lee Hodge, Roland Abel, Clifford Isaac, Kirk Richards on drum, and Melissa Keynes, and the man, Mr. Raymond Brown, doing backup. And to our judges, I'll let you touch the judges, or you want to do something else?
Well, I was going to give our viewers a rundown of who we saw performed last evening.
All right, so before you do that, then let me touch base with the judges.
Okay.
And make sure I get their acknowledgement in over the past 2 nights. Warren Movin, Randy Taylor, Jervin Swanston, Trevor Woodley, Shanwa Broadbelt. I always have a problem with this one. McClaw, Taylor, and Philip Brown. Thank you guys for your time and your judgment as well.
And so last evening we had Murray, Lady Diva, King Craig, Quantash, Honesty, King Socrates, Miss Independent, Lord Matt, Lord Cott, Takeover, and the Awesome Navigator. Some 11 Calypsonians performed last evening, and this evening we had some 10 Calypsonians, giving us a total of 21 Calypsonians performing in the Calypso, the National Bank Senior Calypso Eliminations on St. Kitts.
And once again, the criteria, for those of you who missed it, you have the criteria broken down into 3 categories. And of course, they have subsections in each category. So you have lyrics, which is expression of theme, wordcraft, content, and creativity. Music, oh wait, hold on before I go too far. Let me make sure I take my time with this. Expression of theme, 5 points. Wordcraft, 15 points. Content, 15 points. And creativity, 5 points. Music, you have melody, arrangement, and originality. Melody is 15 points. Arrangement is 10. And originality is 5. I always feel that should be more, but I'm not responsible for this. Performance, you have rendition 15 and presentation 10. I always feel for originality, and this isn't by no means knocking the committee or the people responsible for this, but it's not easy coming up with something to sing. And not only that, making sure that it's original. Everyone is a critic. And
doing it annually.
Yeah, everyone is a critic. I mean, the guy by the shop who owns a bar, the lady who cooks on the side of the road, the guy who come and clean your yard. Everyone is a critic when it comes to this. And they can all tell you that song is not original. They all. So I feel going forward, originality should be given more credence.
More points?
More points.
Okay. Tough one to debate, GQ.
I was hoping you would engage me, but I know you've been involved in this over the years. You probably played a role in crafting this structure.
That this criteria is one that I think that St. Kitts and Nevis adopted from Trinidad many years ago.
Oh, okay.
They actually use the same criteria over in Trinidad.
Okay.
It is one that I know since my tenure at Culturama, we managed to get it from Trinidad. And looking at this one, it's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same thing. And you know, Trinidad is the Mecca of Calypso, the land of Calypso.
I am not here to debate that, sir.
Yeah. So they say.
Remember I said, I'm not engaging you in the history and the Bible. I'm staying out of that.
And Jik, talking about the history, earlier this evening, Play Your Mass All Over Town. Play Your Mass All Over Town by King Elimat. I think I said it might have been the Road March in 1970, but incidentally, Sander Popo was the 1971 Road March winner, and he had a song, Play Your Mass.
Okay. All right, so we got it right now.
We got it right now.
Okay, good. All right, so we're at the point when we are standing by for the results for this evening as it relates to over the past 2 nights, who will be moving forward. What we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break.
And before we go to the break, expect to hear at the end of this evening,
they cheat. We'll be back right after this.
The St. Kitts Nevis National Carnival Committee would like to thank your sponsors for Sugar Mass 50. St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank, the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis, ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, The Cable, Carib Brewery St. Kitts Nevis Limited, National Caribbean Insurance Co. Limited, St. Kitts Marriott Resort, Royal St. Kitts Hotel, and Next Generation Medical Laboratory.
understand from our production team, they are
just about
ready.
To make that grand announcement.
Yes, 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 yes. So we're going to the stage in just a bit to hear the big announcement of. In just a bit, we're going to the stage to hear that. We're going to the stage in just a bit, not right now, in just a bit to find out who will be moving on to the finals. In the meantime, though, while we wait for the results to get in, who, apart from Astro, who we spoke about a while ago, who you enjoyed the most for the evening? Oh, not enjoyed the most, but who jumped out at you apart from Astro? Apart from Astro.
Astro, he jumped out on me. I particularly liked Queen Kibi. There's a lady who sang. I think it may have been Lady Gem. Lady Gem, yes. You interviewed Lady Gem? Mm-hmm. Yes, she jumped out at me as well. I particularly liked her song and the way she presented her song. So my top 3, 4 for this evening probably would be, and not in any particular order, Astro, Queen Kibi, Lady Gem, and it's a tough call for. Let me see. Don't want to put my head on a block.
No, you're just giving your opinion. Just giving your opinion. I'm gonna give mine in just a bit. Okay, while you contemplate that, for me, Lady Karen's Tone It Down. I love the bounce of the song. I love the message in the song as well. Lady Gem, I like her song too, Who Can't Hear Feel. As I said earlier, I feel she is brave to tackle an issue like that. You know, it's not a popular topic. Kibi, of course, you know, I like Kibi's song, the Double Entendre. Lord Payne, I love the melody and his performance.
Love the melody.
And his performance. I still feel there was a disconnect. The message wasn't completed. But he jumped out at me tonight regardless. Lala, I enjoyed his performance, especially when he was teasing Lulu about her legs and Junior Library. I must say, I over the past few nights, looking at the Calypso competition, tonight Alamalu stood out to me more than any other night.
He stood out. You know who also stood out? King Hollywood stood out, except for he needed some additional work in terms of tightening up his lyrics, but in terms of his stage performance and the way he handled the use of the way he used the microphone and the way he gesticulated and used his body language to convey. I think that he did a good job at that, except to say that I think that I think he told you that when that he was, even when he got here, he was
unsure.
Unsure.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was still practicing.
Yeah, practicing. And you could have seen that coming out on stage. But one thing you must give credit to Hollywood for, when he gets on stage, he usually put down a very, very good performance.
Well,
and he performed creditably this evening.
Well, I must join you in acknowledging him as well, because something he said to me tonight, I overlooked when he said, today was the first time he's doing this song, but he prayed that he just made it true, and he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He didn't fumble. He didn't bust, as we say colloquially.
Yeah.
Yes, we all could have told that he needed to do some more, needed more work on his presentation. But regardless, I guess because he's a veteran in the business. He was able to, overshadow some of those obstacles and made his way through the bushes, if I can put it that way, and came out on the other side. So, all in all, Hollywood, wish you all the best. I'm not taking my eye off for you because I say it again and I say it again. For Culture Ramo,
Irvin knows good also.
Hold on. For Culture Ramo, I did not had Hollywood, not even in the top 3. Seriously. So when he came out king, I was shocked. So I've learned my lesson. Don't put your mouth on Hollywood, just watch.
Just watch.
You're going to say something about King Irvin?
Yeah, I was saying that King Irvin himself was good as well. He made a little fumble in the start of the song. You know, when it happened, we both looked at each other. But I think that he was able to recover. And all in all of the Calypsonians this evening, they performed creditably. And we must give them kudos. Matter of fact, over the last 2 nights, all of the Calypsonians, the 21 Calypsonians that came here over the last 2 nights, they did a commendable job. And we must say kudos to the Calypsonians, to the band, Ringgrove and Nigel and the other members of the All-Star Band, to the Carnival Committee, to the Carnival Chairwoman, Shannon, to the Subcommittee Chair, Cherise. They have done a fantastic job in not only putting together a hybrid version of Carnival for the 50th anniversary celebration, but in terms of the Calypso show, the Calypso tents over the last 4 weekends, this evening, I think that the stage is set for a ding-dong battle come December the 30th, when we'll have the Calypso finals.
Yes, man. Talk about shows coming up. Don't forget you have the Panorama Steel Band competition happening on Saturday, the 18th of December. You have Icons, the Road Match edition, and that will be happening on Tuesday, the 21st of December. You have the National Carnival Swimwear Pageant. That will coming up on Wednesday, the 22nd of December. Abernathy, they are ready with the results, so let's take it to the stage and find out who will be moving forward.
Decision time.
Yeah, so we're going to find out in just a bit who will be moving forward, who will be, you said 7? 7, you said? 7
to go up against the reigning queen or the reigning monarch.
Reigning queen, Queenie G. All right, so they're almost ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just waiting for the cue here. I'm eager just like you folks. Who will it be? Will your 7 be moving forward? Or maybe 4 to your 7, or 3 to your 7, or maybe 1 from your 7, or maybe nobody from your 7 moving forward. I don't know. If it's 7 out of 21, wow, that's a lot. So we're going to find out. I am looking forward to that in just a bit. It has been a great show. I'm looking at the time for tonight, and we've done this in a record time.
Record time. Yeah.
16 minutes moving to the hour of 11 o'clock.
As a matter of fact, the actual show ended just about 10:21 this evening.
Yes, you're right.
You're
right. So,
and we had a very long break.
Yeah. You're right. Wow. So, man, I'm telling you, kudos to the Carnival Committee, man. You guys are doing fantastic. In the meantime, let me acknowledge the sponsors once again. St. Kitts Nevis and Anguilla National Bank Limited. Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis, ZLIZ Broadcasting Corporation, The Cable, Carib Brewery St. Kitts Nevis Limited, National Caribbean Insurance Co. Limited, St. Kitts Marriott, Royal St. Kitts Hotel, and Next Generation Medical Laboratory. And let me acknowledge the committee members, Calypso representative. As a matter of fact, no, you did that already, so I don't need to do that again.
But what I want I made mention of it last evening, but I also want to reiterate it this evening that other regional carnival organizers are looking at us, and they are looking to see how St. Kitts and Nevis could pull off a carnival in the middle of a pandemic. And in fact, I made mention of it last evening. Chairwoman Hawley called me yesterday afternoon and said, look, we will be having some regional observers coming to St. Kitts for the latter part of our celebrations to observe, because they are asking the question, how were you able to do it? And so, it appears as if, GQ, that we will have the honor of announcing the final 7 this evening. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, so we do apologize for that. Our production team were just letting us know what's happening. So we're good to go? Okay. So they're not ready as yet, but we will be joining them shortly, very shortly. So you were saying that
yes,
the region are looking?
The region is looking at St. Kitts and Nevis. And they want to take a page out of our book in terms of organizing their festival. Grenada has already called, and they'll be coming here later this month to observe. Because I think Grenada's Carnival is in July, August.
Okay.
Somewhere close to Culturama, either just before or just after.
Okay.
And you know, they want to observe, and they want to, how can you do it?
Yeah. I like that. They're planning ahead, way ahead, way ahead, way ahead. That's interesting, man. So for those of you around the world, locked in and locked on, we are standing by for the results. As I sit here, I realize that we are very close to that moment of announcing who the finalists will be. So in the meantime, let me go through my list.
We were looking at the Carnival Kings. We started to look at that.
No,
I
I reached to 1996 when I announced Fancy, and I was just about to announce Ayatollah, who won in 1996 to 97, God rest his soul. And then you had 1997 to 98, Mighty Pat, and doing a back-to-back there.
Back-to-back.
98 to 99. Go ahead.
Then Ayatollah came back in 1999 to 2000. Then we had Socrates 2000 to the year 2000, 2001. And then in 2001 and 2002, we had Pungwa. And the Pungwa repeated again in 2002, 2003. Then we had Ayatollah coming back in 2003 and 2004. King Socrates, 2004, 2005. And then we had King Conris from 2005 down to 2009.
Let me interrupt you, my buddy. They are ready. So let's go to the stage and let's get the list of who will be moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Christopher Alfonso Nathaniel George Washington Jesus Roberts, a.k.a. Short Pants. I want to say good night to the viewing and listening audience who've been with us all night, but so far, so good. I had to put on my extra eyes to deal with these fine print. But I'm here this evening to call out the finalists for Sugar Mass 50, 2021, 2022. Are you ready? Okay. No long talk. Are you ready to tape, production crew? Ladies and gentlemen, number 1. His correct name is Astro Brown. His Calypso name is King Astro. Score total of 380 points. His Calypso name is Sakoti. His government name is Sylvester Hodge. He scored total of 370 points. In number 3 position, Carissa Willett, 365 points. In number 4 position, Andrew Nisbet, score a total of 362 points. In number 5 position, the name is Kibian Willett, score a total of 355 points. In number 6 position, the name is Kamara Williams. Score a total of 353 points. In number 7 position, we have a tie. In number 7 position, so 8 is going to the final to deal with the reigning queen. We have in number 7 and 8 position, we have a tie. And the points are, and the persons are, Andrew Hendrickson, 339 points. And number 8 position, with a tie with number 7 position, Owen Roberts, 339 points. And those are the 8 persons that are going to the final. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Get home safely.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize for oh my goodness, man. We're both here in shock. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. It's Abernathy, I'm speechless, man. Let me hear from you.
And so the results from the judges are in, and we will quickly, before we wrap up this evening's broadcast, in position
1, or you're going to start from 7 come up?
We have...
Or you want to do this? How you want to do this? You want to start from 1 come down, or you want to start from the 8 go up?
I think there's a technical error here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hear you. All right, we just announced what's here, and then we go from there. But my buddy here is pointing out something to me. He's going to go and seek some clarification, ladies and gentlemen. With our broadcast team, I don't know if it's possible for us to take a quick break and come back while Abernathy go and seek some clarification on what we're seeing here before we wrap it up. Or okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna take a quick break.
Like a star, little but we begin and we come from far. Then we take it to the world. So I carry us, so we run, so we run. High performance anytime we touch the road. Yeah, that's how we run, that's how we run. When we be busting and we head like we under a spell anyway. There we go. People watching and they asking what to know. What do you know?
back, and we just have to take a pause to clarify a situation here. And we must inform our viewers that 9 Calypsonians will be competing in the Senior Calypso Finals of December the 30th. The reason for that is that there was a tie, and so both Calypsonians who were tied for position number 7 will advance to the Calypso finals. And so, in position number 8, with a total of 339 points, we had a Takeover. In position number 7, with a total of 339 points, just like Takeover, we have Murray. In position number 6, with a total of 353 points, Lady Diva. In position number 5, with a total of 355 points, we have Queen Kibi. In position number 4, with a total of 362 points, King Hollywood. In position number 3, with a total of 365 points, Queen Independent. In position number 2, with a total of 370 points, King Socrates. And in position number 1, with a total of 380 points, King Astro. GQ?
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Your finalists for Sugar Mass, St. Kitts Nevis and Anguilla National Bank Limited Senior Calypso Competition. Who will be victorious? Tune in to find out.
And we must remind our listeners that the reigning monarch is Queenie G.
Queenie
and
G.
So these 8 Calypsonians will be trying to wrestle the crown from Queenie G. And I'm positive that Queenie G, was, as we like to say, would not lie down and play dead.
Yep.
And allow them to come and take her crown. So she will be putting up a fight come December the 30th, right here at Carnival City on St. Kitts. And so we want to invite you, those overseas, those who usually log on, to come back and join us here December the 30th for the National Bank Senior Calypso Finals. And GQ, I will give you the final say as we bring this broadcast to a close.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night and enjoy your weekend. God bless. And if you're going to church tomorrow, pray for the nation.